Morning, everyone. Just like Bunny said, we have a marketing and outreach group for COAT. And so far this year, our job's been pretty easy just because there's been an abundance of information, seminars, initiatives to advertise on our social media platforms and in our newsletter. And this wouldn't be the case without all of your ambitious goals and passion for those goals. So just wanted to say thank you on behalf of marketing. And in January, we set quite a few goals for marketing for the year, but one of the main ones was to ensure that all architects in Philadelphia recognize AIA Philly COAT and know our purpose. We've heard that a lot of our peers just aren't familiar with a lot of the things that we do. So there's still a bunch of work to do on this initiative through promoting various sessions for subcommittees, but just in general, just making sure that all architects at the very least are aware of our presence. And we'll continue to promote events and achievements of the subcommittees and partner with other organizations or committees to increase our reach, our membership, and maybe even help with the 2030 commitment signatories. Another goal we had was to streamline all the communications within COAT. So instead of 5 separate subcommittees trying to act individually, we'll try to establish marketing liaisons for each subcommittee and a few graphic standards for all of our presentations to be more unified. And especially with the 2030 commitment or the working group, we've helped standardize their Google slide format and logging all of their attendees for the monthly sessions and all of our mailing lists to really just try to keep everybody on the same page. And if you can go to the next slide, Bunny. On the left, you can see we have a series of posts that are just snapped from our Instagram, which continues to gain followers and connect us to other organizations with similar interests. This is a profile we not only use to promote COAT events, but other important events and news that we feel members should be aware of. We recently started an education initiative on Instagram where we want to take advantage of this platform and share what each subcommittee is discussing, learning, planning, or just data that is relevant to their goals, and that should be shared with as many people as possible. So far we have started with zero waste regarding plastic life cycle, which you can see on the top on the right, and environmental justice regarding inequalities of land ownership. And in the next few weeks, you'll see similar posts from policy and advocacy. We're working on a carbon video and along with 2030 working group, maybe even design awards as well. So the goal is to post a type of infographic around once a week, so every monthly, more or less, for each subcommittee, to really just engage our audience and try to continue to connect everyone with really valuable information. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, I'm going to put a bunch of links in the chat after I'm done talking, but you should go ahead and check this out to stay up to date on everything that we and even other groups have going on. And if you could go to the next slide. I would say our biggest achievement this year is our newsletter, which goes out bi-weekly. It's been full of incredible information and events. And usually we get pretty high open rates and click rates, even all the way at the bottom of the emails, which is super encouraging. And it's been really successful in promoting registrants for our 2030 working group sessions and directing people to our recorded sessions, which now exist on our YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel has been organized to include all of our recent recordings, I think over a year of information. So it's just so much valuable content from all of the sessions, and it's in one place, so it's super convenient. And to that note, the newsletter production has allowed us to put all of this information and content and resources in one location with each issue, and that has really amplified all of our efforts. So if you don't receive our newsletter and you want to receive it, that's another link I'll put in the chat. And I highly recommend you do so, even if it's just to listen to the podcast that we recommend, because they're really great. And then lastly, I wanted to point out we've started a LinkedIn page, and that functions similarly to our Instagram page in terms of social media outreach, but focuses specifically on COAT events. This page has kind of grown significantly without much effort because we're able to tag professionals involved in our endeavors, and we have a lot of events with host speakers or presenters that have a presence on this platform. So it makes it really easy to share content between networks and maintain those connections for future collaboration. So we expect this to be a major source of traffic when promoting events in the future for COAT. That's really all I have for marketing and outreach, but I'll put all of the links in the chat box for those of you to check out and follow.
And one thing to add, you may have mentioned this, Danielle, that we transitioned from Vimeo to YouTube. Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
are fully on YouTube now. I think there's still a little bit of overlap because it's a new transition, but YouTube has all of the latest and greatest.
Thanks.